Hey, this is Susan Velez from SusanVelez.com, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make the techie side of blogging easy. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do, because what I like to do is I like to create tutorial videos, advice videos, anything that's going to help you start, grow, and monetize your WordPress blog. So in today's tutorial, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be styling our Genesis author box. Now, last week, what I did was I actually created this author box. I walked you through the whole process of how to set up your Gravatar and how to set up your Genesis author box. Now, if you haven't watched that video, you definitely want to do that so that way you can follow along and style the actual box. So, one word of advice before you actually do create your Gravatar. When I created my Gravatar, I used a JPEG file. You want to make sure that you're using a PNG file. That way you won't see this white background color, because when I change this background color, this white background from this image is going to show up on this. And that's fine, but let me show you my real blog, and we really don't want that white background. So I'm just going to open up a blog post, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to my Gravatar, and you'll notice that this has a blue background, and that's fine. But what I should do, and what you should do to make it look a lot better than what mine does, is use a PNG file. That way you will not have a colored background, and it would just all be the color of the same Gravatar, or the description author box. So I'm not a huge CSS person. I'm not a designer. I've just learned enough to do stuff on my own, and I do some freelancing stuff, but I am on the way out of freelancing to blog full-time and create videos and helping you, so that way you can manage your own WordPress blog. So bear with me, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a pro, but you don't have to be a pro to manage your own WordPress site. You can actually do this stuff on your own without having to pay somebody big bucks to do this for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and style this. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be anything fantastic. This is just on my development site. And this is how you would do it on your live site. Now, I'm going to have links to all this, everything that I'm using in the description. If you do happen to pick up anything that I'm talking about, I would greatly appreciate it if you do it through my affiliate links, because your support helps me create these types of tutorial videos that are going to help you manage your own WordPress blog. So enough of that, let's get busy. All right, so here I am in my development site. I don't like to make any kind of changes on my live site, because I don't want to mess it up while somebody's browsing it or bring it down for any reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be playing around with my development site. Now, I like to use Firebug for all my CSS styling changes. And if you do not have Firebug installed on Firefox, you would just come over here to Google and just type in Firebug tool or something like that. And it's going to come over here and it's going to say get Firebug. You'd go ahead and install it as an add-on for Firefox. And what this tool does is it's really cool. If you wanted to use Chrome, you could use something called Chrome Web Development Tools, and it's basically the same thing, but I prefer to use Firebug. So I'm going to show you what Firebug does, and then I'll show you what the Chrome Web Development Tool does as well too. So that way you can kind of get a feel of which one you like. You can download them both. I have both of them. I have the Chrome one, and then I have the Firefox one. So let's cover the Firefox one first. So if we want to style this, we're not going to be using a plugin. And the reason that I don't want to use a plugin is because this task is only done once. Once you do it one time, you don't have to worry about doing it again, unless you decide to change the colors and change it out for later. But the thing is, you want it to match your actual blog. So that way everything looks cohesive. And chances are when you make these changes, you're not going to change them again. So that's why I don't use a plugin. We're just going to use CSS, and you do not have to be a CSS master. Like I said, I am not. So we are just going to play it by ear and just start styling. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to make it look just like this. So we're going to grab this color. And I'm going to place my cursor over here, and as you can see, this yellow color comes up right here. And I'm just going to click on it, and that means that it's copied to my actual clipboard. Now, before we can actually start styling, or actually no, I need to hit the escape button, and then it's copied. All right, so now it's copied. So on the Mac, I hit the escape. On the PC, I'm not sure what you would hit. It'll probably tell you, but to get this is actually called Color Picker, and you will need to come to Google and type in Color Picker add-on for Firefox, and then it'll come up, and then you can see this is the one I'm using right now, Color Picker for Firefox. You can use whichever one you want, whichever one you feel comfortable with. Play around with them, see what you like, and then let's get busy and get started. So we need to find out how we're going to change this using CSS. So what we want to do is we're going to inspect this element with Firebug right here. It says inspect element with Firebug. And then you can see that all this comes up. And then if you place your cursor, you'll notice that I am on the author box. If I place my cursor somewhere else, then that means that I'm on that particular element. So we want the actual author box. So we're going to come over here, and then it's going to give us all these codes right here. And you can see right here it says author box, line 792. And it says the current background is the F5, which is this grayish color. So we actually want to change that color, and then we're just going to paste that yellow. And as you can see, that changes to my yellow. Now, the cool thing about this is when you're making these changes on your browser, they're not actually happening on your actual site. They don't happen on your site until you make them on your style sheet. So we need to actually take these styles and put them on our style sheet. So you'll notice that right here it says line 792. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside of our WordPress site, and this is the susansdemosite.dev. So here I am, susansdemosite.dev, which would be all these are the WordPress files. What we want to do is we want to go to themes, and then we're going to go to the Daily Dish Pro, which is the theme that I am using for this demo site. And then we're going to go to styles. Now we're going to go all the way down till we get to line 792. And this is where the magic is going to happen. So we're going to go 792, and then we're going to see right here where it says Genesis Archive Author Box. Right now it's got the F5. If I was just to refresh this page, then you'll notice that that grayish color comes back because we haven't actually changed it right here. So what we want to do is we're going to paste that yellowish color in there, and then we're going to refresh this, and now we've got the yellow. Now, as I said, the white shows up on this background. The only way to change that is to go back to Gravatar and upload a PNG file, which is very easy to do, but I'm not going to do that in this tutorial because I just want to show you how to style this Gravatar box using nothing but CSS. All right, so now let's see what else we got here. So we want to come over here, and we're going to see this is a different color than the links in my actual site. So what we want to do is we actually want to find out what color that is. So we're going to come over here, and we're just going to copy that color. And then we need to inspect this element because we need to know what element that is. Now, chances are it's going to be in this particular area right here. As you can see, all these pretty much belong to the author box. So we're going to come over here, and then we're going to see it is the author box title. So if you scroll down, and you'll see it is line 813. So let's go to 813, and it is author box title right here. So we're going to come over here, and we're just going to type in color, and we're going to paste that color from my site, and then we're going to refresh this, and it should change that color from that black to that blue. And as you can see, it did change it. So now what we want to do is we want our links to be a green, the same green that I have on my site, because we want it to match and be cohesive with all the rest of my site. So I know that color offhand. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out what these links, where we can find these links. So we're going to inspect it with Firebug. And then we're going to just go ahead and kind of see where this element is. So as you can see right here, it says it is line 197, but we don't want to change it on 197. We actually want to, well, I guess we could, because if you want all your links to match the same, then you could come up here to 197 and you could change it right here. Let's see, all the links right now. This will change all the links on your whole site from this red color to the color that you choose. So I'm going to go 688-725, which is the color that I use for my personal site. I'm going to change that, and then that will change all my links. You'll notice that this changed all my links on the site. So that A right here on 197 changes the entire links on your whole site. So that's great if you want all your links to be the same color. But what if you want your links to just be on your author box, if you want those links to be something totally different? So let's come down here back to 792, and we're going to see right here, let's see, we're going to grab this right here, author description, and I think it's going to be author description A. Like I said, bear with me. And then we're going to change these colors. Let's go to, I don't know, let's go, let me grab a hex color. I'm not that good with hex colors, so we're just going to go to hex color picker. And we're going to grab just any color. It doesn't really matter. Something that sticks out, we'll just grab this. And then we're going to paste this right here and see if that indeed does change the actual color from the green to this color. So hopefully it does. Nope, it does not. All right, so we're going to see what this element is. So let's inspect this element. And then we're going to see. All right, so we know that's that one, but we want the actual link for the author description. We don't want, all right, so that's the author bottle. Okay, so author content. So let's see what this is. Where is the author content? You're basically just going to have to look for this. So let's see, where does it say the author content is? All right. Author box title. Oh, I know. Okay, I think I got this. Let's see, author box. Let's go author box title. And then we're going to go, oh no, wait, author box, archive description P. And then we're going to see if this changes it. So we're going to refresh that. And then it did not work. Let's see if we can find out what this is in Chrome. So we're going to refresh this, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to inspect this element, but we're going to go ahead and do this with the Chrome Web Development tool. And then this will tell us where it's at. So we know it's the A, but we want to actually target this actual A for the author box. We don't want to. All right, so content. Let's see. All right, so let's go author box content. All right, and we're going to try this and see if this works. So we're going to go author box content, and then we're going to take away the P, and we're just going to leave the A and see if this works. Okay, that was it. So as you can see, it actually belongs to the author box content, but that CSS style was not added in here. So we had to add it in here. So now you can see that all the links on my site are now green, but this one is just the links in the author box are this blue color that I chose from right here, or this greenish bluish color. Now, if you wanted them to have a different color when you hover over them, let's just say that you wanted it to be black or something. Let's grab that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paste that right there. And then right behind the A, we put a semicolon, hover. And then we're going to change this color because we want it to hover to a black. And we're going to save that. And then we're going to refresh this. Now when you hover, you can see that the links do indeed change to a black color. Now what I like to do, just so I can easily find these styles later, I like to comment it out. Let's just say changing links in description box, author, or something like that. You can actually comment it out to where you know what you're doing. And then this one is on hover, on hover. All right, and then that's pretty much it. And as you can see, what I would do is I would upload this style sheet back up to my live site, and then it would actually take the effect of everything. And you can see that my author box is nicely styled now. And if I wanted to come back here later and style this something different, then I could just come over here and find my styles and style it out with the colors that I want. And like I said, what I would do is go to Gravatar, re-upload a PNG file instead of this JPEG, so you won't see this white background image. So hopefully you found this tutorial easy to do, and like I said, it's pretty easy to do with Firebug and Color Picker. And if you choose to do it on Chrome, then definitely go to Chrome Web Development Toolbar, and then you could download this for Chrome, and it's right here, Web Developer, and that's what you would use to style your stuff. So hopefully you liked this video. It was quick, easy, very simple. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to visit my website at SusanVelez.com. Sign up for my 7-day free WordPress course where I make the techie side of blogging easy. I'll talk to you later. Have a great one.